Gaming.
Good morning, good day, and good evening, everybody. I'm Sir Fox, and welcome back to my channel, Sir Fox Gaming. I did it again one more time. I made 10,000 local restaurants because back in February I started playing hardcore and I wanted those juicy runes to all the juicy rune words. I managed to do 10,000 runs without dying with my sorceress, and all of these runs were done on player 7. I played Diablo 2 Resurrected through D2R Launcher, and I use a mod called D2R Loot Filter, and that is why the runes are red in this video. I'm showcasing the runes from Pull up till Burr in this video, but enough talking, let's get into the video and see what I got throughout these 10,000 runs on hardcore mode. I put a lot of time and effort into these videos, so I would really appreciate it if you hit that goddamn stupid ass like button, and maybe the subscription button as well. Thank you very much. Enjoy the video, guys. The very first rune came in after 56 runs, and what a great start to this project because it was an Ohm rune. Only 15 runs later, at run 71, I got my second rune in this project, and this time it was a Ist rune. It took me 221 runs to get the next rune, and this rune turned out to be my very first Mal rune in this project. At run 539 I got a very nice drop. It is my first low rune of this project. What a nice drop. 34 runs later, the super chest dropped me my very first pull rune. At run 621, I pulled my second pull rune of the super chest. At run 775, it was time to flex my first Vex. Very nice drop. Only 28 runs later, at run 803, I found another Vex rune, and that is the second Vex rune of these 10,000 runs. It took me 70 runs to get the next rune, and that turned out to be my third pull rune. At run 923, I got my second Mal rune. With now over 1,000 runs completed, at run 1001, I found my third Vex rune. 156 runs later, at run 1157, I found my second Ohm rune. At run 1274, I had found 6 high runes and 6 mid-high runes, but that was about to change with the third Mal rune in this project. At run 1342, I found yet another Mal rune, and that puts me up to 4 Mal runes. 106 runs later, I found yet another rune, and this time it was another pull rune that puts me up to 4 pull runes. It took me 1460 runs to find my first rune. It had only been 1556 runs so far, but at this run I already found my third rune. That is crazy, man. 42 runs later puts me up to 8 high runes so far, and it was another Vex rune, so that makes it 4 Vex runes already. At run 1622, I found my 5th pull rune. Only 3 runs later, I found yet another high rune, and it's crazy which one it is, because this Vex rune puts me up to 5 Vex runes within 1625 runs. At run 1664, we hit the jackpot with my very first Sir Fox rune, and that puts me up to 10 high runes already. Nice drop. It took me 1697 runs to get my first gold rune. It hasn't even been 200 runs since my last of this rune, because at run 1831 I found my second Sir rune. And be prepared because I will find a lot of Sir runes in these 10,000 runs. At run 1854, I found my second rune. With now over 2,000 runs completed, and at run 2105, I found my fifth rune. And 75 runs later, I found my second rune. At run 2413, believe it or not, I found yet another Vex rune. That is the Vex rune number 6 in this project, and that means that is the most found rune so far. But at run 2508, the pull rune equalizes, because with this pull rune I had found 6 of them as well so far. 61 runs later, I found yet another pull rune, and that puts me up to 7 pull runes. A rune tried to hide in this run, but it didn't get away with it, because in the clusterfuck of items, a little, let's see what it is, it was my third rune. At run 2787, I found my second gold rune. 26 runs later, I found yet another pull rune. Getting close to 3,000 runs, at run 2974, I found my 7th Vex rune. With now over 3,000 runs completed, and at run 3,265, I found my 3rd Sir Fox rune in these 10,000 runs. And be prepared because it's about to get crazy in here, because only 28 runs later I found my 4th Sir rune. At run 3332 I found my 3rd gold rune. At run 3399 the craziest thing happened, because yet another Sir rune dropped, and that puts me up to 5 Sir runes already. 55 runs later, I found yet another pull rune. At run 3476, I found my 4th gold rune. At run 3496, something crazy happened again, because another Sir rune dropped, and that means that in around 250 runs at this point, I had dropped 4 Sir runes. That is absolutely crazy. At run 3613, I found another pull rune, and that puts me up to 10 pull runes so far. My 5th gold rune dropped at run 3871. 109 runs later, another pull rune. With now over 4,000 runs completed, I pulled another pull rune. At run 4240, I found my 6th rune. 93 runs later, I found yet another rune, and that puts me up to 7 runes. At run 4521, I got yet another high rune, and this one turned out to be my 4th rune. At run 4672, something crazy happened. Yet another Sir Fox rune dropped, and that puts me up to 7 Sir runes so far. Believe it or not, but only 3 runs later, another Sir rune dropped, and that put me up to 8 Sir runes so far in this project. This particular stream was 1500 runs in one day, and actually in that day I found 6 Sir runes. It's absolutely crazy. We are now halfway towards the 10,000 runs, and at run 5005 I found yet another Ist rune that puts me up to 4 Ist runes. 132 runs later I found yet another pull rune. Run 5257 puts me up to 14 pull runes. Run 5330 gave me another rune, so now I have found 8 runes. At run 5376, look at this guys, another Sir Fox rune, and that means I have found 9 of them now, so only the pull rune is the rune that I found more than the Sir rune. That is crazy. Let's continue with another high rune, because at run 5601 I got another rune. 81 runs later, I found my third rune. I don't even know what to say at this point, because at this run, at run 5852, I found yet another Sir rune, and that puts me up to 10 Sir runes so far. Only 6 runs later, I found my fourth rune. With now over 6,000 runs completed, at run 6338, I found yet another rune. At run 6409, I found yet another Vex rune, and that puts me up to 8 Vex runes so far. Only 39 runs later, I found a Mal rune. With 3,502 runs to go in this project, look at this guys, it is Sir rune number 11. At run 6644, yet another Mal rune dropped, and that puts me up to 10 Mal runes. At run 6739, I dropped myself a gold rune. And then a Mal rune. Then a gold rune. With now over 7,000 runs completed, and at run 7033, another Mal rune. And why end it here? Because at run 7227, another one. So let's get away from the Mal runes, because at run 7289, I found my 15th pull rune. 80 runs later, I found my 5th rune. And finally, at this point, I can show you another high rune, because at run 7618, I found yet another rune. Run 7651 puts me up to 16 pull runes. And here we go, another Sir rune bro, and that puts me up to 12 Sir runes so far at almost 8,000 runs. At run 7862, what did I get? It was another high rune, and it was another Vex rune, and I had now found 9 Vex runes. A little over 500 runs since the last Sir rune, I got yet another one at run 8376. That puts me on 13 Sir runes, and we have now surpassed 8,000 runs. At run 8403, I got yet another pull rune that puts me on 17. 226 runs later, I found my 6th rune. Run 8779 put me up to 18 pull runes. At run 8949, I got a very nice drop of this log. It was my second low rune in this project. And there is a bit of a story behind this rune, because this rune was a part of a stream that was 5 high runes in one day. At this point I had found 4 high runes, and I had just surpassed 16 hours, and then this low rune dropped as the 5th one, and I cannot tell you how happy I was to see it. With now over 9,000 runs completed, and at run 9003, I found this rune, and this rune puts me at 50 mid-high runes so far in this project. At run 9119, I found yet another Mal rune. Only 9 runs later, I found yet another high rune, and that was a very nice high rune. It was my 3rd low rune. And this means that at this point I had found 30 high runes. At run 9175, another is rune dropped. The next rune I got was another mid-high rune, and it was a gold rune. At run 9399, look at this, guys. The third rune, number 14. Very, very nice. Here is another mal rune at run 9590. At run 9716, I found the last high rune of this project, and it was a Vex rune, and that put me up to 9 Vex runes. Crazy, man. We are getting close to the end because at run 9833, another pull rune. And the very last rune came in 18 runs later at run 9850 run, and it was yet another pull rune, and that puts me up to 20 pull runes. And that's it, everybody, the result of 10,000 hardcore low harassed runs. In total, I found 56 mid-high runes, I found 20 pull runes, 7 runes, 15 mal runes, 6 is rune, and 8 gold runes. In total, I found 32 high runes, and that was 9 Vex runes, 6 runes, 3 low runes, and 14 Sur runes, and unfortunately 0 Burr runes. And that means that I found a rune every 114 runs. Statistically, you will find a high rune every 400 runs during low harassed, but this time around I found a high rune every 312.5 runs. But that is all for me this time around, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, everybody, take care and bye bye.